Hello everyone! Kiwi Design is here. Now this head strap is the Kiwi Design Comfort strap for the Quest 3. I've been anxiously waiting for this to arrive, and the reason is because the Quest 3 strap is a bit naff, isn't it? Let's be honest. I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you either have a Quest 3 or you're planning on getting a Quest 3. And I'll just pre-warn you, the strap that comes with it, this monstrosity of a thing, is a bit naff.
Get it away from me!
I think it's marginally better than the Quest 2 strap, but it's just not amazing, honestly. And that is where this strap comes in. Now, Meta have been making their own straps for the Quest 3, and they are okay. They're definitely better than the one that comes in the box. But they are a bit expensive, honestly. And I think, as much as I would not recommend sticking with the original strap, I would also probably not recommend going and getting one of those when you can get something like this. Now, Kiwi Design have been making VR accessories for a long time, and I've featured them on the channel before. I want to thank them today because they have sent me this to review, along with their controller grips, which I'll get onto as well in a moment. And they also do plan on sending me the battery strap headset, which I'll be able to review when that turns up. It's only just been launched, so hopefully when I get my hands on that, I can give you my impressions on that as well. But first of all, I think we need to talk about this one. Now, the recommended retail price on this is £40 or $40, which is actually pretty good, honestly. And the main reason you want this is just adds a whole new level of comfort to this device. Now, the differences from this one and the Quest 2 one are actually quite negligible, other than the bits here, which basically allows it to attach to your Quest 3 as opposed to your Quest 2. Now, if you are upgrading from the Quest 2 and you had the original one, you can actually use a pack that you can get from Kiwi that allows you to convert that one into the new strap. So it saves you a bit more money. So Kiwi Design, looking out for you, really. But let's say you don't have one and you're just looking to get a new strap for your headset. Why might you pick this one? Now, I'll give you my impressions of it. I'll do a couple of tests as well, but it's just starting off on the sort of basic feel of it. It is very in keeping with the Quest. So the plastic and the materials, they feel really strong and high quality. They don't feel cheap. They feel sort of actually almost the same, slightly different, but pretty much the same material as the actual headset itself. And everything is made in a fairly simple way. You have to install it. All you have to do is take the old straps off, and then you just pop these ones on in their place. It just clips on just like that. There's no sort of sliding or anything that's uncomfortable. It fits on like the original straps are meant to. Then you can use this without the top strap, and that is completely removable as well. But if you want the best comfort, I would recommend keeping that on. You just slide that in where the other one comes out for the Quest 3 head strap. It does it in a really sort of satisfying way where it does it quite properly. You just sort of zoom out. You can then pop this on your head, put the headset where you want it, tighten it, adjust the strap on top, and then you have a headset that's on, and it's actually pretty well balanced as well. Now, if it's a little bit loose on top, you can pull the Velcro here, and you can sort of go on and tighten it if you need to, but there's a big thick wedge of padding there and on this back cushion. So if you're the type of person who, when you're wearing your headset, you tend to find it sort of digging into your head and it's quite uncomfortable, this is the opposite of that. In fact, the least comfortable thing about this headset, once it's got this strap on, is the face guard that comes with the headset. Now, ultimately, I will not be going back to the Quest 3 strap unless I have to test it in comparison to something like a head strap or the new battery strap that I'm going to get from Kiwi as well. But just in terms of comfort, in terms of like build quality, it's really, really good. Now, the only test really that I can do on camera for you is probably the shake test. So we do need a control just to sort of see what this is. So the best way of doing that is, unfortunately, to do what I've just said I didn't want to do and put on the original strap. I'll be honest, this feels wrong putting this back on. So here we are, back to basics with the original Quest 3 strap. I have it on fairly tight. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world. It's okay. Let's do a shake test. So I am moving around a lot in VR. There's not really any circumstance where you'll be moving more than this. Now, I'll be honest, on my Quest 2, this would have made a bigger difference. One, because the headset sticks out further, but as well, it's got a worse sort of sweet spot because of the old Fresnel lenses. With the pancake lenses, it doesn't make as much of a difference, if I'm being 100% honest. Oh, but we need to do the test anyway. So I lost it there a little bit, you can probably see. But I mean, that is the one sort of benefit of the original strap, is that this is pretty secure. The real thing to test one of these sort of bigger head straps is how much does it affect that secureness. So head strap is on. I might need to just adjust that initial strap again. So same sort of test. Now the comfort strap doesn't really add a whole lot of weight because it's not got a battery on or anything, so it's actually not too heavy at the back. It's definitely heavier than the cloth that you get in the original one, but actually all that ends up happening is you end up with a headset that's better balanced because it weighs down the back better than the front, and then you got this nice cushioned pad in the middle which doesn't add any sort of extra discomfort on that top strap. And ultimately this is actually, I would say, more secure, or at least on par with the original like sort of cloth strap. So that I'm quite happy, and actually because of this sort of large area at the back, you can see there, because of that large area, it actually has a better grip of the back of my head. So even though the other one sort of felt like it was tighter all the way around, so it was tight on the sides and the back, having this strap with the bit in the middle actually feels like it's just got a better grip of the back of my head. And the other thing that this one's better at is when I did this sort of quick looking up motion with the Quest 3 original strap, that was causing the headset to fly off my head, but this isn't doing it. I mean, it's doing it if I really exaggerate it, but barely the same. So yeah, guys, that isn't the only thing I'm going to show you today either, because Kiwi Design also sent me their controller grips. Now, these here are the Kiwi Design controller grips. They install pretty easily, honestly, because you just sort of slide your controller into this sort of rubber cover, and what it's designed to do is to protect them from wax and bits and bobs like that, whilst also maintaining good signal from all the sensors that are placed around here, and I think there's one just down there too. To give you an idea of what happens when you don't have one of these on, is you get marks and bumps and scratches on them like that. That was from me playing too close to my hamster cage. I whacked it and now it's got blue on it forever, but it won't get any more blue on it because I've now got these straps. But the protective side of it isn't the main reason you'd want something like this. It's actually for this grip bit here. Now, I've set it up to be this right size for my hand, but you can adjust it with the Velcro strap and get it to be the right size if you've got small or big hands. And what it allows you then to do is when you're playing, you don't have to worry too much about throwing the controller or anything like that. Your controller's always in the right position, and you can move all of your fingers and you have complete range of movement, and the controllers ain't going anywhere. Now, this is great for games like Beat Saber, or like the type of games, exercise games where you're moving your arms a lot. It's also great for shooting games and stuff, but you'll mainly notice it on those sort of more active games. But these are very, very well made. You've got this sort of like plasticky sort of material, very thick, with like a really high quality Velcro on there. The outside is this really like nice sort of textured rubber, and it feels really good in your hand, really nice and grippy, and it doesn't look like it's going to peel off or sort of wear out very quickly either. So I'm really impressed with those. I think they're really good, and they actually make your controllers look pretty smart too, because let's be honest, black's a cooler colour. So guys, that is the Kiwi Design Comfort Strap and their Knuckle Quest controller grips. I'll stick links to them in the description below, so feel free to go and check them out. But honestly, they do have my seal of approval. I've not been paid to do this review. I did get sent the items, but as always, I'll try to be as honest with you about anything that I review. And honestly, I don't think you'll be disappointed if you get these. I'm looking to review the battery head strap as well. So guys, if you do want to see that when it gets here, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.